Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Everybody, welcome back to a quick beer review. Going back up north to Shred Beer Company, Rockland, California. This is Hop Suey, and can we just talk about how amazing this can art is? I mean, Chinese takeout is one of the greatest foods of all time. So, and Hop Suey reminds me of Chop Suey, the song. What the heck is the name of that band? Shit, System of a Down? No, who sang Chop Suey? Shit, whatever. System of a Down. No. Dang it. I'm telling you, man. I'm starting to scare myself with my memory. Anyways, Pretty Label, 8.5% alcohol by volume, West Coast double IPA. It is with Mosaic, Cryo, Strata, Mosaic, and Nelson. Like, what are we doing? These are three of the greatest hops of all time. So, yeah. Shred makes amazing beer, West Coast. I mean, Zach kills West Coast style beer. So, this was canned on February 8th. So, time of recording, almost 3 weeks in the can. I got this from my BFF, Jared. I appreciate you helping me out with this one. Dude, Jared is going to be here in the garage in a few weeks, and we're going to do some beer reviews. We did that a couple years ago for my birthday, and it was so fun. We golfed in the day, we drank all day, and then came home and decided we were going to review stouts. And we did like a 3-way double IPA thing, and then we drank more hazy beers and then more stouts. It was, those videos are hilarious. I cannot wait for him to be back here. So this beer is, I mean, it is that kind of straw yellow, maybe a little darker. It probably looks darker on camera, but plenty of carb in the glass, finger of bright white head. It is sudsy, but it is kind of marshmallowy fluffy. Looks awesome. We just got this Colonel Pounders glass. I've been looking for this glass for a long time. Finally got it. So let's shove our fat nose in this one. See what it's got. Gosh, this beer smells good. This is such like the new school West Coast IPA though. Like, it's hop candy. It is like, I mean, I think the blueberry thing is there from the Mosaic, but it's super tropical. Like pineapple-y, peachy, almost like crazy like nectarine. But it has that cool like vinous like white grape thing. Gosh, it's just so pungent and so aromatic, even at, you know, close to 3 weeks in the can, which isn't old, but some of these beers you drink like 2 or 3 days in the can, and it's like, fuck, it's insane. Like, this still smells really, really good. What did we say this was? I can't see. 8.5%, like, that's crazy. It doesn't smell boozy at all. It's just, it's so hop candy. It's a little sweet on the nose, but it smells insane. So let's go and taste it. Jared, cheers. Appreciate you, bro. There is, in this can, a ton of Nelson on your palate. It is funky. It is earthy. It is dirty. Nice bitterness on the middle of your tongue. Doesn't linger crazy. But there's also this like pithy, is it resinous? It might be like kind of grassy, but so much tropical fruit too. I think it kind of has like a cushy thing too. That could be from the Mosaic. Mosaic can get pretty dank. This doesn't seem super dank to me though. It's got like maybe it's the Nelson. It has a little bit of that, like, I always talk about this with Nelson beers. Everyone's like, what do you mean by like dusty, dirty, earthy? If you ever buy vine-ripe tomatoes and smell the tomato vine, Nelson reminds me of that. And this has that. It's kind of like that green bite. But lots of like pineapple-y, stone fruity, like peachy kind of nectarine thing. But yeah, it stays true to the West Coast style with that bitterness that's on the middle of your tongue. It doesn't linger though. It's not crazy. It's not like palate wrecking. But dude, 8.5%, this is wildly drinkable for me. That earthy, funky, dirty thing is so good. It's pretty dry on the finish too. Not crazy dry, but fairly dry, I think. It's just still, like, even at 3 weeks, explosively flavorful. I think you have to like Nelson to enjoy this beer though, just because that kind of earthy, funky, dirty thing is there. So this is, I'm telling you, I don't I don't drink a whole lot of 8.5% beers anymore. This one is really easy drinking, and it's one of those beers I could see myself drinking multiples of if I had them. I'd be absolutely hammered. So I do think it smells a bit more tropical than it tastes, but it doesn't bother me at all. The nose is crazy. And while it's still absolutely delicious, I think it goes more towards the Nelson part on the taste and less Nelson crazy on the nose. So it's always weird to me and fun how hops and beers can do that. So this is good stuff. I mean, you come to expect that from Shred. They make fantastic West Coast style IPAs and double IPAs. So this is no different. That's Hop Suey from Shred. That label art is fire. They made t-shirts. I should have got one of those shirts. I have so many beer shirts. I don't need any more beer shirts. So did you guys have this one? Let's talk about it. And if you've never had Shred beer, check them out. Good stuff. So that is it. Appreciate you guys watching. See you soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.